Hello, thank you for your interest in exploring this dataset in which we compare ground reaction force metrics to tibial force metrics across a range of running speeds and treadmill slopes. If you discover something cool, have thoughts about the data, or want to discuss the findings further, please feel free to email me or send me your thoughts on Twitter. Started with the user interface, you will first want to load one of the 10 subjects. I'm going to load subject 2, but I encourage you to explore each subject to get a sense of the inter-subject variability. Upon loading a subject, the subject you are currently viewing will be noted at the top of the table. This table on the left-hand side of the interface is populated with all the conditions that subject performed. Each condition, or each row, corresponds to a different running speed and treadmill slope. On the right-hand side of the interface is a set of plots that compares a ground reaction force metric, the metrics on the y-axis, to a tibial force metric, the metrics on the x-axis. The image in the center can be referenced as a reminder for what each of these metrics represents. Upon loading a subject, the gray dots, gray lines, and gray correlation values represent the relationship between ground reaction force metrics and tibial force metrics across all conditions that subject performed. To explore different subsets of conditions, you can begin to check the boxes that correspond to the conditions you are interested in. The boxes you have checked will be highlighted in green on the table on the left. On the right-hand side, the black dots, black lines, and black correlation values now correspond to the new relationship between ground reaction force metrics and tibial force metrics for this subset of conditions. You can continue to toggle between different subsets of conditions to explore how the relationship changes based on the subset of conditions that is selected. It is easy to see that based on the subset of running conditions that is selected, the relationship between ground reaction force metrics and tibial force metrics changes. When you want to move on to a new subject, simply hit clear, and then you can proceed to load a new subject. I hope you enjoy exploring this relationship between ground reaction force metrics and tibial force metrics across a range of running speeds and slopes.